Today I'm going to show you how to wear a kilt outfit. This is a traditional Scottish Highland outfit which you may be called upon to wear from time to time if you are invited to a Scottish wedding where they ask for a Highland dress. So I'm going to show you how to put on a kilt. I'm going to show you how to wear a sporran. If you have these shoes with the ridiculously long laces, I'm going to show you how to lace these. Obviously you will be wearing knee-length socks with garters. I'm going to show you how to put these on, and I'll show you a couple of appropriate knots to use for your tie for your Highland outfit. So let's get started. Now, the first question everybody asks is, what does a Scotsman wear under his kilt? Now, traditionally, you would wear nothing under your kilt. However, if you are hiring a kilt or you are borrowing one, then as Joey says in Friends, you don't want to go commando in another man's fatigues. So just for the sake of hygiene, you would probably want to wear some sort of underwear. If it is your own kilt, traditionally you wouldn't wear anything. And the question people ask is it warm? The beauty of a kilt is I have literally worn this kilt in minus 15 degrees and been perfectly warm. I've worn it in the height of summer and been perfectly cool. It is the most amazing garment. It's very thick wool, but it allows for the circulation of air and keeps you nice and cool, but yet in the cold weather it traps a lot of warm air and keeps you perfectly warm. So without further ado, I'm going to start by putting the kilt on. So with the kilt unwrapped, you'll see that there is a flat bit, a pleated bit, and another flat bit. Now the pleats go at the back, so you start off with pleats at the back, and your right hand goes over to your left. Now you'll find a buckle and a belt fastener at the side. So the first one you do is the one at the left hand side on the left hip. Now some people mistakenly try to wear the kilt too low, like it's a pair of chinos or a pair of low-rise jeans, and try and wear it down there. It goes right on top of the stomach. My belly button is there and it covers the belly button. You should really cover the belly with the kilt. Then the other leaf goes across the front and fastens at the other side and tucks in. You may also be provided with, or you may have a belt, and the kilt actually does have belt loops on it. I'm not going to put one on this time. Now the order that you put things on in is up to you. However, I use a specific order because I find it easier. I then go with the sporran. Because a kilt doesn't have any pockets, it's a very handy place to store your phone, your cash, your car keys, whatever you need. So put the sporran at the back, and this wants to not be tight. You don't want it to be as tight as a belt. You're not wearing it there. It goes over the crotch, so it sits on the hips and wants to be at that sort of level. And that's why you'd have the belt above that as a bit of decoration. So your socks you'll put on like a pair of football socks, soccer, not American football. Pull them all the way up and over the knee. And take your garter. These are adjustable with elastic. That's a bit on the inside and the dull bit is on the outside. Simply you would put it to the outside of your leg and fasten it just above the calf. Then you fold down the sock at the top, and the flashes, as they're called, are exposed at the top. And we'll do the same on the other side. The thing that puzzles a lot of people is the ghillie shoes with these laces. Now the ghillie shoes don't have a tongue in them. They do have these metal segs. So when you're walking down the street, Sounds like you're a tap dancer. But put the shoe on. And then it's how to lace them up. So, take the 2 long laces and pass them over each other around 4 or 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives you, and then pull them apart to tighten. And that gives you this bit at the front. Then wrap around the calf a couple of times, and then you tie them at the outside. Now, I always find they will come loose during the day, but that's the sort of the effect that you're going for. 4, 5. Then we're going to do the tie. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of knots for the tie. A couple of different options. And the most popular for this type of outfit is the 4-in-hand. So the 4-in-hand, as we know, is quite a bit shorter than fingertip length. And because it's thick, you don't want to use very much tie for the knot. So quite simply, over, wrap around, up the back, and down the front. Simple 4-in-hand knot. Some people do like to start with the collar folded. It's entirely up to you. Second one I would suggest is the Pratt knot. Again, it's a knot that uses not very much tie. So if you like the symmetry of a Windsor knot, but you don't want to use too much tie, then this one is absolutely perfect. So back of the tie facing forwards, narrow end over wide, and then quite simply down the neck hole, across the front, up the back, and down the front to finish. Quick tug, and then up to the collar. The rest of it is fairly self-explanatory. Now again, I always get into trouble with people for fastening all the buttons on my waistcoat. I've done many videos explaining why, but if you want to criticise, then feel free. Now, the one thing I haven't covered is the Sgian Dubh. What is a Sgian Dubh? The Sgian Dubh is a traditional knife as worn in the sock. Now, this is a real knife. They're not sharp or serrated, but they are very pointy. So you could still do a lot of damage with these. The important thing to note about the Sgian Dubh is if you are traveling through an airport, it will be detected and it will be confiscated. So to get around this, you can order online fake ones that just look like that. They're made completely of plastic and there's no blade. So if you're traveling with it, get yourself a fake one, because all that you're going to be doing with it is tucking it down the sock, and it's a bit of garnish, a bit of an accessory for your outfit. You'll also, I haven't got one today, but you'll wear a kilt pin at the bottom of your kilt there, just to keep it fastened. And that is pretty much it. So I hope you like my Highland wear tutorial and you found it useful. If you have any questions, as I say, fire them into the comments and I'll do my best to answer. But until next time, take care and I'll see you soon.